Hey folks, Cool18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play some Banished! Our city has finally recovered from the horrible start, and we're actually doing pretty good. Lots of food. Might even be time to start considering expanding our households again, but actually no, the houses are nowhere close to being full. If anything, what I could do is convert them over into stone houses, but I'm a little light on resources right now. The stone houses, again, mean you have to burn less wood, so the firewood you have goes a lot further. But you have to sink some resources into it to get them to upgrade in the first place. And here's our trading post. Very far away. But we'll do what we can. So yeah, mostly it's building materials that we're a little shy on. But I have queued up a lot of resource gathering over here, so it should happen at some point just fine. I thought it's like a tree just went away here. That's what it looked like to me, but I might have just been seeing shadow or something weird. It's entirely possible. Still trying to make firewood. Someone is theoretically working that, except of course it just didn't have enough wood. And yeah, the problem is during the summer, our people are mostly busy farming and not cutting down trees. But I guess that is a relatively, sensible thing, a reasonable way to work things. We should have lots of food now. Looks like we're harvesting. Late summer we started our harvest, so we're gonna get like amazing yields this time. Huge amounts of food, and if we keep replicating that, it's going to be awesome. Again, the only reason I'm still hunting at this point is just for the food variety and so that we can get leather, so that we can make some outfits, which are slowly being consumed. I'm not freaking out about like producing lots more right now, but there's always the possibility that we'll trade them later. It's still there. In fact, what I can do here too is, it's not particularly important. It's going to feel better to me if we finish these roads and do something like that, and then we'll figure out what to do with this space later on. And yeah, get the trading post. So what can we do with the trading post? Our top priority, the thing we really want, is someone to come with some livestock. So we can start farming some cows or sheep or chickens. I don't know what else there is. Maybe there's pigs? I don't know. Actually, I haven't seen them yet. I imagine there might be, though. It'd be a logical thing to do. And then, yeah, then we can really get our food industry up and rolling. Again, the problem there will be just maybe a general shortage of people, but at this point we're producing enough food that we really can't afford to grow. We're just kind of waiting for people to grow, to do that. Resources still coming in. Good. Not any iron being picked up, although it may just be sitting in the inventory over here. It looks like they were having a problem. Nope. Yeah, they don't have the iron, so never mind. Well, there's a little bit here, and plenty of iron over here. Like, we don't have a problem, and at some point we'll start a mine. But the mines really require quite a few people to work to, keep the resources coming in, so it's just easier when you can pick it off the surface. Another adult coming. We're up to 21 adults all of a sudden. Holy cow. That's fantastic, actually. That is really quite good. Yeah. There's still a single dude over here and some people here without children, although they're a little bit older. They might not be able to pop out kids. 52 and 10 years old. Let's not think about that. It's a little too Crusader Kings. I feel like what I want to do is clean up these missing rock bits. Or, sorry, these extra road bits. What am I saying? I'm thinking of too many things at once. And, oh, whoa. Cancel that. There we go. That was a misclick. Just because I'm not going to be able to build where these little road bits are. They're going to get in the way. We're building the herbalist shop still. Good. Yeah, we've only got 2 builders going on. What I can do, we've got the extra laborers. Let's go ahead and assign builders there. And of course, they will, if they've got nothing to build, they will act like laborers, so that works out okay. And right now it's winter, so most of our farmers are acting like laborers, so it works out pretty well overall. We're feeling alright. Resources coming in relatively quickly. Yeah, because we've effectively got so many laborers on the go right now. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that they're removing all this stuff as well, since it's pretty easy pickings. And over here. So that's it. The laborers don't have as far to walk because they can just drop it in a stockpile there. But of course, when we actually want to use the goods, they have to go and do that. But we've got a couple little stockpiles kind of all over, so they'll use the goods from as nearby as they can. And overall, you end up saving a fair amount of time and space. More stuff. Still low on firewood. We do have someone working here, right? Yeah, and there should be logs, so just a matter of, there they go, waiting for them to actually get to work once again. 21 adults. But we're close to that, or above that, I'm not sure when, before the great starvation of, what, year 2? Now year 7, we've got a relatively thriving village. Actually, it's going, I feel like it's going pretty well. I don't want to curse things, but it's feeling pretty positive right now. Starting to get close to like an excess of people, actually. to the point where I could maybe go back and put in a full-time tailor. Again, if there's no leather around, they will go and act as a laborer, so that's fine. And we can go and put some fishermen back in, maybe. Oh, we will want to assign someone to be a herbalist. I'm going to take one builder away and put a herbalist in right away. So what sounds like what the herbalists do is they will go around, they will pick herbs, and hopefully there are enough of them around, and then they will stockpile that. And then when someone gets ill, they'll go to the storage barn actually, pick up an herb and go to the herbalist and get them to treat them that way. Kind of a funny way of doing it, but it gets the work done. And I can see why internally it would happen. You store the herbs, and then when someone gets sick, I mean, they pick up the job item and get it done. And it probably works a lot better. Oh, and we can have a trader set up. What's the season? It's still spring. Oh, there we go. We're good on builders. I mean, I can leave a couple in there. It's fine. We'll assign one trader in the trading post. I don't know if you need a trader there for boats to start arriving. So the way these tabs work is this, and this is the only screen that annoys me. No, that's not true. The trade screen annoys me too. What you can do at this point, your trader here is effectively someone who will cart things to the dock. So what I can do at this point, since we do have a fair amount of iron tools, for example, is I could go and say, move 40 iron tools to the trading post, and they will do that. Someone here, someone who works as the trader, will grab a wheelbarrow, go and grab the tools, and then run it back over here. And that will be that. They'll just keep them there. And then I don't think they can be used at that point. They're sort of taken out of the general tally. To the point where I set my tool construction, I think, to 150 tools. So if I had, say, 150 tools over here, that wouldn't count, and they would still produce them. And then they would just put the extra tools in the storage barn, which is where they actually get used. So at some point, a boat will come, and then they will have something to trade to me. It might be, a little bit of food, it might be some wood, it might be some animals, it might be some seeds, that sort of thing. And then what I have to do is I have to barter. So the seeds, for example, cost $2,500. And it's a one-time unlock. You just get the seeds once, and then you just have access to them for the rest of the game. So that's why it's so expensive, right? Compared to like a cow is like $800 or something like that. And then what I do is I offer them a certain amount. So I have 40 iron tools. They're worth 8 each. So, I'm going to give them all my iron tools, and then also give them this and that until I get to, 2,500 value worth of stuff, and then we trade. And so it's this combination of like sort of having to manually put in goods here, where at that point they're sort of taken out of the circulation in my village, with then, having to manually sort of increase the stuff over here. It just feels like it gets a little bit tedious. I guess this part is fine because you're bartering and you don't want the AI to just like give away something that you might want to prefer to keep. So doing that is fine, but it would be nice if there wasn't this extra intermediary step over here of getting goods. I don't know. Reserve of iron is low. So what I'm going to do is actually do another full designation right over there to get that going. Doing fine on food. Again, we might be able to trade cabbage. But we'd probably, if cabbage is worth anything, it's probably going to be worth 1. We'll have to trade, 800 cabbage away for 1 cow. And that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for animals of some kind. Just because it's interesting to raise animals. At that point, we could actually even pause. We could turn off one of these crop fields entirely, and then do a combination of cabbage and beef, or cabbage and chicken or something. So we'll see when the first trade ship comes. It'll have a note in the event log, and also we'll get one of these pop-ups as well, pointing it out. But otherwise, it's actually hard to miss. It would be nice if, or it's easy to miss rather, and it would be nice if there was a bit more of an explicit pop-up or something when that's going on. Tons of food. In fact, the storage barn is very nearly full. Very nearly full. You might want to just set up a second barn, actually. Which would not be a terrible idea. Set up right up here. I think I'm going to do that now. Costs us some resources to do, but not that much. We could also set up that market, but I don't know if it's time to do that yet. There you go, winter has come. All these farmers are going to be laborers. And with that in mind, I could really just keep assigning more things to be cut down here. Just to keep them busy. More adults, up to 24 adults now. I think we are going to expand our houses. We've actually got a fair amount of stone. I think I might build a set of stone houses. Yeah, they're still not, well, you could move out. No, you know what? There's a lot of people that are ready to move out. Actually, we seem to have a lot of girls. That might be part of the problem. That they're not forming mating pairs. At least not the kind of mating pairs that actually lead to babies. I'll build a couple of stone houses and we'll see what happens. We got lots of food. We can very safely do that. Stone houses will take a few more resources, but they look cool. And yeah, I could upgrade one of these too, like this one here with Isaiah, who's living on his own. I could just upgrade this house to stone, but I don't think it's time for me to do that. You know, playing this makes me think of playing Agricola. Fantastic board game. I'd highly recommend you guys check it out if you got the time. Alright, we need a merchant. And you can actually see them come down the river. I don't know what direction they're going to come from, but you'll see these little boats. Maybe they don't come in winter. That's entirely possible. Yeah, it'll turn out this is the wrong body of water to do this on. Oh god, that would be annoying. No, we'll wait patiently. It will happen. You know what we should get soon is a school, actually, because I'm sure that our percentage of educated people is quite low. If we grab someone at random. Oh, educated, yes. Yes, yes. No, no, no. That's it. I'm pretty sure everyone who's a child when they came here, or anyone who's been born since, is not educated. And, you know, I've got enough people. I think it's probably, I don't know. Might be a little too early for that. You know, I do that. I tech up too fast, and then I find myself with a shortage of food or something, you know. Or just general labor. Happens time and time again. And they do work faster, or they produce more goods or something like that if they're educated. So maybe they use less raw material. I don't know. I don't know if they just work faster, or maybe it's when they cut things down. I have actually no concrete idea. There's a nice built-in help. If we look at schools, will produce more resources in any profession they may be assigned to. School can educate 20 at once. That's the thing. That's what I was remembering. It's like, I have nowhere close to that many students right now, so I think I might just wait. And this game has a lot of, I mean, there's so many careers already, so many professions and buildings already available, but there's tons of potential for, like, expansions and DLC with, like, more types of buildings and more events, and, like, this game could be a game that you play for the next 10 years, depending on how it's supported. And already, it's pretty addictive, I have to say. And because of the difficulty curve, there's, you know, sort of a lot of replay value just in terms of, like, the game kicks your ass, so you want to replay it more. I'm actually worried that cutting down all these trees might mean that the herbalist doesn't have anything to go after. I have actually no idea. It feels logically like I should have put it out in the woods. Might actually be a problem. Oh, you actually grabbed 50 herbs previous season. Really? They're all getting used? I guess everyone's health was pretty low. We're just burning through the herbs as people try to bring their health up. Oh, well then that's fine. Yeah, that's actually, like, really good because things are actually happening. Okay, we actually, oh, we do have a second storehouse. Good. I was going to say we might run out of space here to store all of our cabbage. And the other thing is we did set a food limit of 5,000. So if we're above 5,000, the farmers will just go and busy themselves as laborers or something like that. Which I guess is fine. I think I might clear out this whole area then, thinking that I'm going to have extra labor time, and certainly in the winter I do. Let's see if we can clear all this up. We can build another sort of semi-village over at this end of town. It's a little far from a stockpile. Well, not that far. Gonna be fine. Another adult with Mia. How's this family going? Odalie is still there, raising some children. Ooh. Someone else would just move in. Interesting. Maybe extended family? I don't know. It'd be nice if you could see the little family tree on people, but I'm not sure if the game actually tracks that data or not. I think it does, you know, track sort of married pairs. And certainly the children that belong in the household. Like, there's that sense of family, people that live in one household. But other than that, I'm not sure how much there is. Get that fisherman going, but we're doing fine. The food variety is good. Could, like, I don't know what's required. I should get some booze going. Tavern. Brews alcohol. I wonder what you need to brew. I've actually never built it. I assumed you had to wait for, like, wheat or something. But you may not have to. We're going to find out. It's time for alcohol. I apologize for my voice as well. I just got back from a big involved press convention and just busy and tired like crazy, and so I'm a little bit more hoarse than usual. Get the building. I may as well just keep the builder's sign there. That's fine. A little fishing diet? I don't know. I think we're okay. Oh, yeah, see the orchard, they're like, oh, we're over the amount of food we need, so I don't have to keep producing this. This is ridiculous. I've never been this close. Oh, and we did get people that split off into these extra households. I think I'm going to build a handful more, actually. Oh, you know what I need? I want the notifications when people die of old age. It's turned off by default. Because it's not, I mean, it's not indicative that something is going wrong, right? So I can see why it would be turned off by default, but at the same time, it's interesting, so I like to see it. All right, we'll get a whole city housing thing here. Maybe it would have been a good idea to spread out the houses, actually, now that I think about it, because, if you remember, we can check the pathfinding. And I think people do try to live close to where they work. And so now we've got a bunch of houses over here in the same area. And I will have more businesses here. But actually, hold on. Is it too late to... No, let's pause. Pause. And pause. And what I'm going to do is build some houses up here. What's this? An outbreak of diphtheria. Oh no, we have disease. Picking up resources. Oh god, now, I don't know if the herbalist is good enough to fight that off or if we need to build a hospital right away. I actually have no idea. So, and this is going to spread. Let's get a hospital going. You know, just when everything was going well. Diphtheria. Needs a lot of resources. We actually don't have enough logs. Everything else is going to be okay. Although we have the tavern still under production here. I guess I'll... oh, it still needs iron as well. I don't know, I guess I can let it finish, it's fine. But we need more logs, which I guess are getting picked up. And that's the thing, when there's an emergency by default, it does slow down the game to let you deal with it, but I'm honestly not sure how I'm going to respond to it. What I'm going to do is not build buildings up here, for one. I was going to build those extra houses, and I'm going to leave that off for now until the rest of the stuff gets built. We got maximum builders assigned right now. They're probably still chopping down things, though, so you know what I'm going to do is cancel the collection of stuff over here. Except for some extra wood, because I do need extra logs for the construction. So let's do that. And what I should do is actually stop the woodcutter for now. Oh god, the diphtheria is spreading. We got 6 people infected. Oh jeez, I hope they don't die. How many herbs? 50 last season, a little bit more this season. Yeah, I don't know how much the herbalist is going to be doing for us. Oh dear god. Oh, we got a merchant. Yes, now, listen, we're quarantined. Don't come. What did you bring with you? Bean seeds! Oh, I would really like to get a second crop. So we could get cabbages and beans. Oh my god, we'd be the gassiest people ever. The problem is, I don't think I can manage 2,500 fake bucks right now. Well, I do have all that cabbage. Let's see, if I shipped out, like... Well, actually, I could do it if I just sold crap tons of cabbage. I could do the hide coats. They're worth quite a bit. We've got 21 of those. Just bring as much iron as you can. Or the iron tools, rather. Well, we might have plums. Grab, like, a bunch of plums as well. And what I'm going to do is also assign maximum workers, just so that we have more people going back and forth over here. Because just one person working on the other arrow is not going to be enough. Alright. People are sick. Top priority, build the tavern. Oh, we have almost all the goods there. We just don't have the logs, but we will have that very soon. And just in case, I'm going to make sure to chop down more trees, especially the ones that are like right in my base. Seriously. Alright, so... Oh, you choose what it gets made of. Oh, we can make plum ale! Oh, now that's great! We don't have a worker available for it right now, but we're going to take care of that real soon. So, are our goods here? No. Our cabbage is. Is a cabbage worth anything? Our cabbage is worth 0. The plums are worth 0. Son of a bitch. That's what I thought. Like, a lot of the raw goods aren't worth anything. Although, things like iron would be. There's no way we can get enough stuff, is there? Maybe firewood? I don't think we can make it. But yeah, see, you can see what I'm doing. Like, I'm having to put in some counts, and then after the trader leaves, I like to put the counts back to 0 so that it's available to my populace again. I mean, if you had like a lot of production, you wouldn't have to go back and forth like that all the time. And then the question is it even possible for me to make enough? I can't like tab between fields. It's just this interface is the only one that bugs me. 20, and we're still very short. There's no way we're gonna have enough firewood. One extra iron tool is not gonna cut it. Just logs. I don't have enough logs. I don't think I'm gonna get the seed beans. I think it would be ill-advised for me to do it actually, because I think it would screw things up way too much. And yeah, and then every now and again it like loses your stuff. We're not that far away, but I don't think this is gonna happen. Anyway, you know what? I'd rather save my stuff for cows. So I'm gonna do that, and then what I do is zero everything out at that point. So this is the one thing that I kind of get annoyed by, is this one interface. Everything else about it is pretty damn cool and very easy, either built-in automation or easy to automate. Oh yeah, some people are complaining about lack of tools. That's because they've all been moved over here. They're gonna get moved back in a second, and then they'll be fine once again. Okay, oh, and we need a hospital worker. Actually, is the diphtheria gone? It is gone. Okay, we don't need a hospital worker after all. It's possible. Did anyone die from that? I don't think so. We're at 27 adults as well. Fantastic. Yeah, no herbs. So I don't know. It's possible that like cutting down all the trees here was quite bad. What I should just do is like run a road out and build like the herbalist shop out in the middle of nowhere. And the manual doesn't seem to be very clear on it, other than they say that the deer hate people and stay away from civilization, which is clearly untrue. See the little plants here? Why no plants here? I don't even know if it's the right plants. Anywho, let's start producing some plum ale. Dear God, make some people happy again, and start producing firewood once more. And what we'll do is set up our buildings over here like we were hoping to do. And again, we'll go with stone houses. 1 and 2, like that. Good. People become adults. We got a low reserve of absolutely everything. I guess I'm going to go back to just deforesting everything over here. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Come at me, PETA. And Greenpeace. Oh, everyone's... check it out. Everyone's just going out there en masse. Because it's winter, the farmers have nothing to do, so things get done really quickly. I'm actually going to go down to just a couple of builders. And... no, we'll keep up the hospital. I don't know... 0 patients right now. Actually, you know what? Let's just go and add a second herbalist. See if that helps things. And yeah, I'm going to not cut anything over here anymore. Actually, hold on. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, like, bring this building... oh, I can't bring it all the way to 0. Okay, then we're going to do this. We're going to remove this building completely, so we'll get some of those resources back. And then what I'm going to do is build a road out to the woods over here, and that's going to be my herbalist shop. I don't know if it makes a difference, but thematically it feels like it should. There we go, in the middle of the wilderness. And I'm not going to go any further south than this, and I won't cut any more trees over here either, especially since I do have the hunting cabin. And it feels like it would make sense that way. There we go. Oh, and we do have some people living over there. Now, what I'm curious about is where those people work. Ah, the dock. Good. How many people... oh, I still have way too many dock workers. Just bring it down to 1. I don't even know if you need 1, but I like to leave 1 active just in case that makes a difference with the trading. Again, at some point, the wiki will figure all this out, but this is like... we're a month away from release still. Well, 3 weeks away from release. So there's a lot of things that haven't been figured out yet. Oh, do we not have any plums? Right, most of it's being used for food. I wonder if you can just turn that off. Or, well, the next time there's going to be a harvest, it's going to be okay. Because hopefully the bartender will pick up the plums and everyone else will just focus on cabbage or something. Reserve of firewood is low. We do have a firewood worker and we've got some logs, so it should ultimately be okay. Actually, why is it not okay? And they've got logs. Oh, they're probably having to pick them up from very far away. Because the logs are all over here. And there's not actually a way to move goods from one stockpile to another. When you've got animals in a pasture, there's commands there for like splitting a stock in half or moving things from one pen to another, for example. But not so much for the stockpiles. And it might be handy to be able to do that. To have your laborers, when they're idle, sort of like even everything out. Speaking of like laborers, we have a ton of them. I'm not sure that we need to... We could have a full-time physician. I'm not sure that that's necessary. I could build another woodcutter at this point, but I don't think I need to do that either. Actually, what I think I'm going to do is increase my fuel limit so that when there is wood around, they like don't stop building it. But yeah, I think it's probably mostly because the stockpile is so far away. If I had more stone, what I really need to do... And I know I said I wasn't going to, like, grab anything here, but I think what I'm going to do is grab the stone from down here. I'm going to leave all the trees. I'm going to grab all this stone. And we're going to, like, stone up these roads. And get stoned. Got plenty of laborers. We should be able to collect all this stuff insanely fast. More children. Wow. 29 adults, 5 more children. Still plenty of food stored up. I'm actually going to increase my food limit to like 10,000. I especially don't want them to stop producing plums because I want to make a plum alcohol. Which I didn't say it's out of stocks right now. So do they have plums? Oh, no, there they go. Complaining about it again. Now, I don't think people... no, they do come to the tavern because the tavern's got inventory. Maybe? I'm not sure, actually. Could be that the alcohol gets restored here and then gets picked up to people's houses. I have no idea. I'm getting more and more tools. In fact, I might even go so far as to like raise the tool limit even higher. Like 250 and have lots to sell and just like make a killing selling tools. We will need to make sure to keep getting iron, but we're pretty good there. And our population's getting high enough we could conceivably start... we think about putting in a mine. Like right over here or something like that, for example. This herbalist shop never got built yet. It's a long way away to bring the goods over. Oh, that's the thing I could do. This stockpile here. Almost don't need this stockpile. What I could do is build that market. The market will suck in goods from other places. Now, I think there's still a radius, so I'm not quite sure exactly how useful they are or how they work. But I suppose we could build one as a test and see exactly how it functions. Because, yeah, it would be nice to have all my goods over here all the time. I mean, for most of my people, it's fine because they've got the storage barn. And that's where the important stuff is kept. At least as far as they're concerned. But in terms of production, these stockpiles... I could also make these stockpiles just smaller. Save a little bit of time, but, you know, encourage them to sort of spread things around. Having a mega stockpile so far away might actually be a problem. Yeah, I don't know where the markets go. I should build one. Where am I going to put it? It's quite large. That's not it. This is the one. Well, if I got rid of that little spit of road, I would be able to fit it in right over here, so I guess that's what we'll do. Gotta wait for that to get cleared up. And yeah, I might venture all over the place to grab that stuff. I don't know if they grab the raw goods, though. Or just finished stuff. I'm actually not sure about that. There's a merchant! What do you have? Apple and corn. So you just have food. I don't... No. Go away. I'm not concerned about having other food sources. Especially since I don't think you pay me for my cabbage, so that seems kind of foolish. I mean, it would have been nice when we were starving if we could have gotten a food supply then. But 'twas not to be. We have tons of laborers. Builders are done. Okay, let's go with double herbalists over here. That will be nice. Actually getting to the point where I'm thinking about building... You know, right over here where I've deforested everything? I could build a forester's lodge and just keep that going. what they will do is they will replant things, and I can have it really close to the stockpile, and there would be a consistent source of wood, basically for the rest of the game, actually. I think that might be a very strong idea. I think that's what I'm going to do. Which one was it? Right over here. On the south side, maybe. Pretty good round area. There we go. And it's probably time to start building a quarry and things, too. I could still go in further, and I guess they're still grabbing the rocks over here, which is good. Actually, what would be nice to start doing is mining for coal, because then I could start making steel tools, which would be really good. So these are all full of people, right? Yeah, and we're still good on food. I think what I might do is unpause one more of these buildings. Get even more housing going. But we are going to need more fields as well, more crops. I would like a different type of crop, but I think actually we're just going to have to accept the fact. I could build another orchard. More plums for booze. Yeah, we'll do that. It's too large. Go 15 by 15. There we go. And it sort of encroaches on the territory of the Forester's Lodge, but that's okay. It'll be fine. Actually, I could build another Hunter's Lodge out here, which may not be a terrible idea. Get tailoring going, because that's a really good source of money. Actually, I like that idea. We'll build it like that. There seems to be... Yeah, okay, maybe they do... Like, they don't necessarily... I guess the deer don't walk through the city. So you don't want to have the forest, the hunting cabin right in the city. And this one's probably... Actually, it was pretty productive. 840 food last year. That's pretty goddamn good. Actually, the previous season. Not even year. It's season. Really? Wow, okay. Alright, I'm underestimating how much food these things produce. So yeah, more plums over there. If we can get some other seeds, that'll be really, really lovely. I can't believe we're having so much problems with the wood. But again, it's because this guy's got to walk so far away. I could build it here, but then that just means the wood would get stockpiled at this end of town. It's not necessarily much of an improvement. And we're still waiting for builders to clear that up. Let's throw in a few more builders over here. I think I might start fishing again. Just not much, just a couple more fishermen. I guess we're going to be getting some more hunters as well. But the food, well, it doesn't drop that fast. No, we're okay. And we're in the middle of summer still, so actually we're going to be great food-wise. We're going to have no problems whatsoever. Alright, I'm going to have a full-time doctor. Hopefully that'll help with health. We'll have fewer people dying of old age quite as soon. Hopefully it'll prevent further outbreaks of things ruining our day. All those would be pretty good. Enough goods? Yeah, we should be building stuff out there. What are my builders doing? Picking up resources, picking up resources. Yeah, they're still playing like kind of labor game. Oh, someone just died of old age. Houstone. O'Delly is now 54. You guys remember O'Delly? Wow. Wow. These people who have like lived their entire lives in this puny little village of Quillville. Felika got born. Okay, we really need these road bits taken care of. And I think it's because they're busy chopping down things, or I guess it's mostly the rock that I told them to do. Yeah, we will have to set up a quarry soon, I think. And we don't have to worry about wandering out quite so far and also interfering with our builders in quite the same way. But this is okay. Oh, right, we can allocate more farmers. Which is probably a good idea. Probably a very good idea. Yeah, it seems like the builders prioritize gathering resources a little too aggressively for what makes sense. given how important their jobs are. Oh, we got another merchant. You bring coal. I don't think it's worth buying coal, but it's certainly tempting. I suppose I could buy the coal and use it to produce steel tools and then sell the steel tools at a much higher profit margin. No, I think I'm going to dismiss it, though. We'll set up a coal mine very soon. We need foresters. Well, we got one that we can give you right now. And yeah, you can turn off each part of the job. You can just have them cut down things if they're already in the middle of a forest. But I think leaving both on makes plenty of sense. Lynetta has died. But this is all old age stuff. And that's why I like seeing the message. That way when you notice that the count's gone down, you realize, oh, yeah, but it's legit. It's just people dying of old age. That happens. We can deal with that. 30 full adults right now. Really, really quite good. Definitely having problems keeping the firewood up, though. Gathering fuel. Oh, for herself. Picking up resources. Working. Getting something to eat. We just have stone stored here, of course, because we're grabbing all the stone from down here. Well, at this point, I figure we probably have enough stone. I'm going to cancel all this. And then have them focus on building. Yeah, everyone's going to freeze to death. Now, I assume it just impacts their health. I don't think I've ever seen anyone just, like, literally freeze to death, especially not in their houses. But I don't know. If they can't go to their house and warm up, what's going to happen? I could maybe make a second woodcutter at this point. It could be that. I mean, I'm blaming the travel time. Surely that's a problem, but it might not be the only problem. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and put in a second woodcutter. A lightning storm? Put it right over here, just so that it's slightly further away from the forester's lodge. Well, it's still pretty much encroaching on things. What can you do? So yeah, there was a little pop-up there for a second that someone was actually personally cold. Right, their houses are out of firewood, but it doesn't mean they're personally freezing to death. But if they have to go through a full winter, if they go through a full winter without any firewood, then they're going to be in big, big, big trouble. More adults, 31 adults. Definitely a record for me. Well, I think so. Maybe I shouldn't say definitely. Definitely, I think. Well, way to commit to the idea. We'd still like to get some cattle or something, but we're not there yet. Anyway, I'm going to put another cut in here, and I think what we're going to do is put in one more part. But then I'm probably going to have to get to my regularly scheduled Let's Plays again, but I'm sure there's going to be more of this in the future. But like I said, there'll be at least one more part, so stay tuned for that. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye.